We talking about mentally dead people that have been held in captivity or in a subjected for 450 years. And yes, some of us can wake up now and see. But after this, Almighty revealed to me that this is the year, before it go out, of resurrection. And if this is the year of resurrection or the time of resurrection, then this is the time of judgment. They both go hand in hand. For the judgment wasn't for everybody. The judgment was for the devil or the Satan or the wicked one. And the glory was for the blessed one. See, we have been serving the God of Cain. Now tell me I'm lying. The God of Cain, because God said to Cain, said, I should do something bad to you, but I ain't. But he said, well, they going to do something. He said, said, I'm going to put protection on you, Cain. That if anybody that ain't did nothing do to you, I'm going to punish them sevenfold. But read it. That's what it said. And they did nothing to him. So he put a protection around him, waiting on a later date that he would bring about the revenge for his brother Abe. See? We are that Abe. And I heard somebody talking about us. The Bible wrote about us, but the preacher never seen it. How many did Jeremiah tell you about 400 years a slave for you? Isaiah? No. How did the prophet miss us in history? How did they miss us? You tell me. They didn't miss us. They did not put us in there. See? Because the system was set up and curtailed to a rule of white supremacy. The Jim and this thing ain't no fluke. I'm from the South. The brother brought up Mississippi, I bring up Alabama, because that's where I'm from. You know, I've been to the places, white here, colored there. Don't you go in here, nigger. I heard it myself. I'm 61, be 62 June the 27th, by the grace of Almighty God. See? So I've seen it, and I really enjoy every bit. But look, something we can do about this before I forget. A think tank. The brains that I see here, and I know some out there greater than us, need to be drawn into this think tank. And we meet once every so often, because I don't want the people to know what we're doing. And we sit down and we write these things down, what we think that we should do to solve our problem. Because we can no longer depend on anybody to solve our problem. They don't even want us here. Matter of fact, we're scheduled for destruction. With computer and modernization and stuff, they don't need you on no job no more. Computer go in there and do the job that 50 men used to do. The automation, hey, ain't no job for you. It would never be like that again. No, sir. So you got to try to develop something for yourself. So me being a man that been in the penitentiary and stuff, I get out on the street there, then every time I put in an application, you're a felon. Yeah. So I said, forget it. Then I start me something from there. So we started the company that I run now, Rose Contract. And I do work for people, you know, and I guarantee you nobody can beat my rate or my performance. All praises to the Most High. And I just work when I want, to tell you the truth. You know, I don't work all the time because I don't need to, see? But by the grace of God. Now, if there's anything that anyone disagree with me about, ask me any question, I will try my best to answer to the best of my ability.
Well, I just want to add on a couple of things with what you just said here. You know, how did you incorporate your mindset and interface it with the realities? I mean, the stuff that you read, how were you able to come out here and apply it in everyday life to where you became an entrepreneur and eating based on your own talents and not being programmed to go punch that clock and tell them to go pick that up, you know, what they tell you, pick that up, put it over there and this and that. And, you know, you became self-directed. You know, how did that process happen for you?
If it had been for penitentiary, it probably never would have. See, penitentiary made me separate from everybody else. You see, every time I go to put in an application, hey, oh, he got a felony here. Oh, all that on talk. And I'm trying to get. So I said, I'm not gonna put up with that. I ain't gonna go with that. I have too many talents. Almighty blessed me with too many talents. So, and I said, now look, if you could do this for the white man, you can do it for yourself. But most of us don't have that in us. They can only work to do this one job, and they don't think of trying to advance to do something else.
Why do they have that mindset?
Blind, deaf, and dumb to reality. See, that's why you need somebody to wake them up. And it don't happen, it's gonna happen. No, you gotta be brought to the knowledge. You gotta be like a baby, wake up and begin to see from a different perspective. The brainwashing that was taught to us for the 450 years here, you must look at that in a different mindset. You can't look at it the same way with the same emotions. You got to back up from the script and see it from a distance. See? And once you can see it from a distance, you can make a rational decision. See?
But do you see today's black community being able to compartmentalize all those different aspects and rationalize and go forward?
Look, I see the greatest peoples on earth with the most capacity to germinate that godly glow or individual. I can't think of the word to put there, but we are connected to the universe more than any other people. And if we can't do it, it can't be done. But I'm so optimistic that I know you can do it. I'm counting on you to do it, because we got to awaken up and stand up for our children. Other than that, they're going to go through the same process over and over while we sitting around doing nothing, being afraid. Look, if I die today for what I said, good. I'd rather die today for every word I say than to live on my knees begging for the crumbs that will fall from the table of someone else. See?
Well, as you say that, you really hit on something kind of profound there, because when you said that this is for your children, their children, that is totally punching in the eye the how do I say it, where we're supposed to be at with this Willie Lynch thing in terms of our slave mentality being at a point to where we can't return it because of all the generations who have been practicing this same slave mentality and passing on down the lines. But what you just described is how to reverse that.
And that's why that book is so important. That book is so important to anybody, if you can read it. Now, some people don't have the kahunas. I say that to encourage you to get it, to read it. Read the book, and he'll show you how Message to the Black Man by Elijah Muhammad. He made several, but this is one that was written directly to waken the dead. They forbid this book to be, they burned truckloads of this book because they didn't want nobody awakened. The devil of the Caucasian, European cannot rule you if you have equal knowledge of him and you know his history as well as he know yours. You don't know yours, he know yours, and he know his. But now, when you begin to tell him his, he have to bag up. See, look, look, you come from me, he'll bag up. He'll bag up. He know where you at then, you know. Then he'll, hey, sit around here and tell me this. Said, all right, I will, but every question that you ask me, you got to answer one. You see? Stand up and raise your right hand and say, I don't raise your hand, fold them. I ain't going to swear about nothing in court. No. See? People don't know how to, matter of fact, how many in here have declared themselves a conscientious objector to this system? Me too. I wrote it down there and told them. Said, no. So I ain't coming out of no court. What I'm coming out for? If I do, I'm going to let whoever they'll go. So I'm going to try to set him free. Yeah, I ain't going to go down there now. I've been beat down by this system. Now I'm going to go down there and set up on something like I can judge somebody else. Please.